According to University of Michigan, professors in the College of Science state that the principal reason students fail is that they fail to take thorough and adequate notes during their lectures. Hello everyone, I'm Connor McCarthy, and I'm going to teach you how to do an amazing note style that can guarantee you'll have organized notes to review before your big exam. I'm of course talking about Cornell Notes. I was taught this style 7 years ago and have been using it ever since. According to Wikipedia and his own autobiography, Cornell Notes were created in 1949 by Walter Polk in order to help condense and organize his lecture notes. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to take notes effectively in this format and how to best write those notes. I'll go over how to set up the page, what to put in each section, and how the notes can be taken effectively in the classroom. Now, the first thing we need to do is grab our essential materials. Now, for note taking, we're going to, of course, need a pencil, an eraser, and a sheet of paper, or a notebook would work as well. Highlighters are not necessary, but could be helpful in the review stage of your notes. Once we have all those items ready, let's go over how to set up each section of the page for our note-taking style. We're going to divide our paper into 3 stages: a left, a right, and a bottom. Now, according to Cornell University's English department, the bottom should be 6 lines up from the bottom. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to draw a horizontal line. Now for the left and right sections. You see the margin right here? We're kind of going to double that space or 2 fingers and draw a line from there on down. Now we have our 3 sections. This section right here is going to be your notes section. These are where you're going to write all of your essential notes. Here's the summary, which we'll go over later, and here's the key term section, which we'll also go over later. Now that we have divided it up, we're going to discuss how to effectively take notes in this format. The biggest mistake a lot of students make is they put too much pen and paper on here, and they forget the next following information that the instructor instructs. I like to think of it like you're writing a text or a tweet. Essential information only. Key equations or key definitions. And you can shorten words. Use only the symbols. Use numbers and symbols. Now that we've taken notes in theory, you might be asking, what are these 2 blank sections going to be? Well, this bottom one is your summary. This summary will be taken after class. Once you found yourself some free time, you'll go over and just write a review of what these are up here. Now, this left-hand section is key terms and questions. For example, I wrote the F equals ma equation. So for here, you could write force, or how is force related to mass and acceleration? That'll be so when you're going through your notes, you can look at the left-hand side, see the keyword you're looking for, and then look to the right and you'll see the notes. On those notes, only have your definitions and your equations. If you really want to draw a picture and you can do it fast, by all means go on ahead. Now we've finished explaining this, let's go over what to avoid. The biggest thing I can tell students to avoid is, as I mentioned before, too much in the notes section. You don't want to write all the fluff you see on the lecture slides because you might run out of time and not be able to finish, and you might miss some very key things. That's why you must always just stick with what I said. Terms, definitions, equations, like you're writing a text or a tweet. Another thing I would avoid is having music on while you take your notes, especially during online courses. We must be focused in our note taking. And finally, dealing with the actual setup of the notes themselves. If you can't remember this setup or what each section relates to, I would just write in the top corner of each one, notes, key ideas, or just key, and summary. That for when you're going through, you'll remember every time, and you can flip to previous notes and see, okay, that's what it looks like. To summarize, before I send you out there are 3 sections of notes: the key terms, the summary, and the actual notes. When taking the notes, we only want the main essential points and avoiding all the unnecessary fluff. I believe in you guys that we now have the best chance to pass these online courses in this following semester. But now that I've taught you this amazing method, I wonder, How will your notes change the world? Thank you for watching.